Good day or good afternoon viewers. As you come on this video, we are the students of the University of Goroka, Eastern Highlands Province, Papua New Guinea. We'd like to take this opportunity to present one of our research work, which is socio-economic status of students. As you all know, currently we are facing economic crisis, and this topic is very interesting, and we'd like to present our research work here, and it's very helpful. And I believe it will benefit most of us, especially students from primary, high schools to secondary, and further to tertiaries, especially college and universities. Alright, this presentation comprises of two presenters, my colleague Edmund Jack and myself, Okamure. Alright, before we proceed to our presentation, I'll give some background and purpose of our presentation, and then we'll go into our presentation. Our presentation comprises of 4 segments. I'll be taking the first two segments, and my colleague will take the other 2 last segments, and then we'll end up our presentation. Alright. Without further ado, I'll go into the backgrounds of our presentation. Let's say SES, or socio-economic status, is basically referring to a person's economy and social position based on income and education, the qualifications and occupations. Alright. It's basically talking about the income we have made to support students' necessities. Alright. In the education system, socio-economic status, or SES, affects more than just access to resources. It affects academic performance, mental health, and even long-term opportunities. Alright, our purpose of this presentation, will explore how SES, or socio-economic status, influence students in school and in universities, including its effects on learning. Learning, including mental health and access to technologies and other support systems. Alright, with that, we'll move down to the outline of our presentation. We'll look deep into first segment, which is the definition and the components of the SES, socio-economic status of students, and the second one is its impact on students' academic performance, and the third one is examples of real-life research, and the last and the final is what schools and government should do to reduce the socio-economic status related gaps. Alright. We'll proceed on to our first outline here, the definition and the components of the SES, or socio-economic status. SES include family incomes, parental education, and occupation. Basically the resource that finance the students' necessities. It determines the resources that students can access to, like books, internet, tutoring, and even safe housing and etc. other necessities you may think of as students may encounter. Alright. The other one is important academic performance. Students from lower SES or socio-economic status background may attend unfunded schools, or let's say less expensive schools, and have fewer extra career or curricular opportunities, and face food security and or unstable housing. These are some of the, let's say, problems or difficulties with low SES students they may face. And one of the studies they support this idea, the OECD 2020 stated students from high social economic status families outperform low SES students by about 20% in reading and maths skills globally.
To continue on from where my colleagues stopped, the impact SES or socio-economic status as on academic performance are categorized into two categories. The first one is the impact it has on mental and emotional health of the student. The second one is access to technology and support. Impact on mental and emotional health can result in higher stress level, low self-esteem, like this is the current situation most of the students face in schools. So students from low income background family, they underestimate themselves that they cannot do things or something like this. And we move on, increased dropout rates. Mental health issues like anxiety and depression are more common amongst low-income students. And this is stated in APA 2021. You can search this one online to check out for more information. The second one is access to technology and support. The digital divide is real during COVID-19. This is the worst situation we all have experienced, where communication between teacher and students is becoming difficult during this time. And many students lack reliable internet access, lack of parental support with schoolwork, when parents low literacy or when parents are making, work multiple jobs. During our research, we have come up with some real life examples that we have found out so far, and we have come up with 3 case studies. The first one is a study showed that in Papua New Guinea, 70% of the kids attending schools from elementary to universities are students from low-income family backgrounds. And 30% of the students are kids and children from high-income family background attending privately run schools or international schools. The second case study that we have come up with is a study in South Africa showed that students in low-income areas had 50% fewer textbooks and lab equipments. And the third one that we come up to support our idea is the third case study is in the US, like freelance or school grants are trying to bridge the SES related gaps. Some of our strategies that we have come up with that the government or the education system can do to reduce the SES related gaps. The first one is equitable funding for all schools across the country, school meal programs, mental health services, after school tutoring and mentorship, government school scholarship or conditional cash transfer programs. These are some of the strategies that we have come up with. You can think of other possible strategies that the government or the education system in our country can use to reduce these SES related gaps, especially affecting students in today's, especially in our schools. This brings us to the end of our visual presentation. To sum up our presentation, socio-economic status deeply affects students, educational outcomes, and overall their development. By understanding the challenges faced by low SES students, educators and the government can create inclusive, supportive learning environment. Equity in education is not just about access, it's also about the opportunity that the students can have. Thank you all for watching. Let's continue working towards an educational system where every student, regardless of background, can succeed.